Chapter 9, Breaking It All Down. So, now that we're on the grand finale of this mini-series that I have created, I'm going to explain what breaking it all down means. This chapter/video is going to primarily consist of explaining the entire story as it is, as I have figured it out, or whatever. It doesn't matter. What does matter is what I say. But it could be completely irrelevant in like a month. Less than a month, by October. Whatever. It doesn't matter. You're gonna listen because I've wasted more than enough time on this. So, here we go. So, an untold amount of time before data reject happened, something happens to Gron. It's unknown what happened, but he says he shut the door and cut his ties as he yearned for a life greater than envy. Gron founds Antihuman Inc. as a pharmaceutical company and set their HQ to Central Tower at the center of the Golden City. Soon he begins to hold experimental trials for turning humans into antihumans, with his first biggest success being Vanilla Milkshake. However, they were unsatisfied with their existence and the pain of the experiment drove them insane, resulting in them getting killed. Antihuman Inc. would cover up the incident, which would explain the missing persons poster at the beginning of Data Reject. Even with the setback of the death of a successful test subject, Gron and by proxy Antihuman Inc. moved on. At some point, Gron's shenanigans get the attention of Morale, who possibly was a part of City Council. She expresses concern alongside her fellow Gossip Girls. However, Gron convinces them to join, leading to them taking the experiment, except for one who is already non-human. It is unknown what happens to them after taking the experiments, or at least Fury in general, but it can be assumed that they all succumbed to Gron's view and joined up, helping support it. They all potentially share a jingoistic attitude towards the company. The anti-human trials go uninterrupted for an unknown amount of time, but due to the company's handling of subjects, results in the occasional death of a subject, leading them to require cybernetics, which causes them to become augmented cyber slaves, to labor for Antihuman Inc. Possibly. And possibly for other companies as well, slowly building up dead subjects being revived or crippled subjects being resuscitated. All of them, more than most of them, retain the memories of who they were before they died, causing them to try and revolt. This fails, but the head of a revolution manages to send an SOS before they are completely stopped. Somebody hears this. Channel 12 is one of the stations in the Golden City. It tells news. Someone at C12 gets the alert from our cybernetic friend, and this causes people to wonder if something's up. Channel 12 proudly states that something is wrong at Central Tower, leading to the sending of investigators to said tower. They sign up for the anti-human operation to hide their intentions of spying on the company, but Gron convinces them to instead join Antihuman Incorporated. Except for one. This private investigator attempts to escape, but is caught by Florette, hypothetically, or at least implied, and is forced to undergo the procedure. Later, Mocha appears with Key, a bat, who is basically a foil to... not really a foil, but more of a mirror to Morale. In a universe-traveling machine, but find themselves stranded in this parallel world. Mocha goes to Golden City in search of aid to repair the machine, finding himself striking a deal with the Golden City Council as he spies on Antihuman Incorporated in exchange for assistance with repairing his machine. Mocha does snooping around until he and Gron cross paths, leading to he and Mocha having a confrontation. The fuck did I write this in my script? How did I say that? I'm not gonna even cut it. I'm tired. I want to get this done. Mocha kidnaps Gron and attempts to hypnotize him for information and to try to convince him not to continue with Antihuman, but fails when Morale finds the two having a moment and promptly stops it. Morale and Gron withhold Mocha to Anti-Human Inc.'s HQ, while there, Mocha becomes more and more lonely and disconnected from others. The whole while, the Golden City Council puts out a missing person poster trying to find Mocha. Gron uses fury-laced food to try and sway Mocha slowly as he begins to lose his mind. Gron offers his hand one more time, opening up to Mocha and explicitly telling him that he's been consuming fury, to show both his own influence and how little choice Mocha has. He will join Antihuman, and he will become Antihuman. Chapter 10. Gron's ultimate plan. To eliminate the human condition. That's it. Now hear me out, because this sounds very bad, and to be fair, it definitely is. However, there's a reason and evidence for it. Gron was definitely affected by humans in some capacity because of how eager he is to maintain Antihuman Incorporated. Gron always looks like he is consistently satisfied with the turnout / soon-to-be outcome. He shows no remorse for the people who he has turned into cybernetic slaves, reminding them of the contract they signed. He will put up a friendly facade to bring more people to him, but he does not care about how they will turn out. Same for Akim, our vanilla bat buddy. Gron is seen to be almost giddy by the prospect of using fury on this random person, causing them extreme pain and leading to their death. Now, I doubt that anybody would believe me, but from what we see, Florette has basically become psychotic and a demented monster obsessed with Antihuman's goal, relishing in the pain she is causing, and she said in a verse that she thought the transmutation made her skin crawl, but that's before she took the anti-human procedure, or fury, now quite possibly leading to her insanity. Seeing as how Gron is now, he probably took it too. And humanity isn't just a species, it's what comes with them. It's the way they think, the way they act. Anti-Human Inc. is antithetical to the human condition. It's what anti-human is. It's in opposition to humanity. And finally, the outro. God, that was soul-crushing to pull off, but that's it so far. I will make an update video after a couple songs or story beats drop and this video becomes horribly outdated. If I missed anything or you disagree with some of the points I made, please tell me. The only way I can figure this out is if the whole community, however many watch this, tell me, as I'm the only person willing to do this so far. Anyways, thank you for your time and attention with the mini-series. Please like and subscribe if you want to hear more autistic ramblings like this. Thank you. And good night. Or whatever time it is there. See ya.